What is that? And what is that? What in the world is going on right now? Man, this show is weird. Hi y'all, I'm Fallen Ninja and welcome to Animation Nation, where today we're talking about Tom and Jerry that ran from 1931 to 1933. Now I could only find one voice actress for this show. The Tomato, Flapper, and Mummy are voiced by Margie Hines, who was the original voice of Betty Boop, and the second voice of Olive Oyl in Popeye the Sailor Man. I couldn't find any voice actors for Tom and Jerry themselves, which they do talk occasionally. They also changed quite often, so maybe that's a reason why. I mean, nobody was credited, this was the 30s. Unlike most of today's cartoons, Tom and Jerry did not feature a continuous story. Besides the main recurring characters, everything was different. Each episode could stand entirely on its own. There was a new plot, there were new side characters, there were new adventures. Tom and Jerry didn't even have the same job in most of the episodes. And being a cartoon from the 30s, it was also pretty racist, as can be seen in the episodes Plain Dumb.
We won't be safe in Africa. We'll disguise ourselves.
Well, I'm so glad to see you again.
Redskin Blues, and Happy Hobos. A lot of stereotypes. There were also a couple of sexual references, because this was a show from the 30s and there weren't a lot of regulations at the time. The first being that most of the women don't actually wear clothes, they just wear their undergarments. And there's also this one scene that I'm not going to describe. I'm just going to let you watch it, and you can infer what you want from it. There was also a lot of strange imagery in this show. Most of it is pretty realistic, but a lot of it is not. It was a cartoon. They could do whatever they wanted with it, and they did. Like in the episode Swiss Trick, Tom and Jerry eat some cheese, and then are completely filled with holes. You can see right through them. In Rocketeers, their mouths form together as they sing. In Happy Hobos, there are a couple angels that get into a pillow fight and cause a snowstorm. In What a Night, a cloud plays the organ, which is the town walls and the towers. The trees use their branches as flutes. There's this strange vampire bat thing, and a whole gaggle of ghosts. In Piano Tuners, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's not how you fix pianos. But then again, what do I know? There are also quite a few skeletons that can be seen throughout this show. In the episodes Rocketeers, Magic Mummy, there are a few hymn-singing skeletons in Plain Dumb and What a Night.
Get on your long white robe and your starry crown. Be ready when the great day comes. Good Lord, I'm ready, indeed I'm ready. Oh, good Lord, I'll be ready when the great day comes. Glory, hallelujah. Ready, indeed I'm ready. Oh, good Lord, I'll be ready when the great day comes.
The animals in this show are also pretty strange. Most of them are pretty realistic, but there are a few that aren't. There are a lot in Polar Pals. There are a couple in Rocketeers, and some in Plain Dumb and Jungle Jam. Their names were later changed to Dick and Larry to avoid confusion with the other Tom and Jerry when they were reissued as home videos. And their inspiration came from a comic strip called Mutt and Jeff. At first they were going to be a cat and dog pair, but they were later turned into humans, which is probably pretty good since that would have been even more confusing with the other Tom and Jerry. My favorite episodes of this show are A Fireman's Life, where Tom and Jerry are firefighters and they respond to this fire, and all of these antics ensue. In Donuts, they are donut vendors at some kind of fair, and they're not doing very well until this crazy thing happens. And in Magic Mummy, they're police officers that are responding to a call of a stolen mummy, and it turns out that this person who did it is some kind of skeleton wizard. That's normal. The animation for this show is black and white, and it's very similar to Fleischer Studios' style of animation, but not quite, because it doesn't have the characteristic Pac-Man eyes, and also the character models are pretty different. All things considered, this show is weird, but then, so am I. So tell me what you think of Tom and Jerry down in the comments below, and if you have any suggestions for future videos, go ahead and leave them down there too, and I will catch you on the flip side.